For the 43rd time in the great history of open-wheel racing in Southern California, the streets of Long Beach would roar to life for round 2 of Verizon Indycar Series action in 2017.
Ray in that yellow car, look for him to make a move here as Dixon leads him down to turn 1.
Castroneves was completely asleep. He's been swallowed up. Now P6. Kanan comes to the outside of Castroneves to make a move as he tucks in on his teammate.
Okay, well, we'll see. It's going to have to be at least 10 more laps if he's going to do it on 2 stops. I'm watching the pace. 108.
About the lap cars, he's got his teammate up there. He's trying to get by. Oh, look at these two.
Too wide as they go into 1. Woo! Little contact there.
Doesn't get any closer than that.
Forever put into the concrete here in Victory Circle.
There's now 2 Canadians that are coming along this Grand Prix. There was only one. So.
It's time for those most famous words. Drivers, start your engines.
Flags in the air. A little further back, you had no chance. They were pretty spread out as they go side by side. Pagano making a move.
Oh, they're finally going turn 1. Hard contact into the wall.
Michaela Lotion loses it down low. Marco
Oh, they're filing into him.
Several cars taken out. Marco Andretti, UCLA Berkeley, and MIT.
J.R. Hildebrand when he decided race.
Look at this.
Yeah, another nice pull. Nice one off of turn 2. Wow, no blocking fight.
Will Power and J.R. Hildebrand is going to be studying every move of Munoz and Power. Where can I make a lap?
Round 3 is underway.
They've made it through turn 1. There's 13 more to go.
Saw Elio Castroneves just tucked behind Will Power. Now let me just add this. Okay, we heard fuel trim 4. Did we make the thing run a little bit leaner, less fuel used, so they can have a great battle as they are right now? Ryan Hunter-Ray gets by, but you saw Ryan Hunter-Ray have more acceleration, more power. Will Power had none of it, and he's off and running.
Bourdais down the inside, trying to get a spot on Pagano.
Pagano loses another spot. Rossi is not going to take no on this one.
You can see the illumination again of the PP push to pass for James Hinchcliffe, and you got to believe for certain.
And that one's done. That was a textbook pass on the outside.
They call it the greatest spectacle in racing. A century of tradition, Memorial Day, and the Indy 500.
Trouble, oh my goodness, what a huge crash.
He's hoping he's not going to hit the wall. He impacts the wall, comes off the wall, just misses the 10 of Tony Kanaan. Unfortunately, Scott Dixon is right there, up and over the front of the car. The car hits on the top of the wall. The safety cell on these cars, guys, I can't tell you how strong they are. An awful accident. But as we saw, Scott,
On almost every restart, Elio Castroneves has gone to the outside in 1 and 2. Look at this, 5 wide.
oh, and they all make it some coming out of 3. That allows these guys to be able to
Gotta run here.
commit to the pass.
Gotta run here. Chilton stays in it. He's got it. Castroneves to the race lead. Sato with a big run here. Takuma Sato to the lead.
still have 5 laps to go.
Comes back to it. Checkered flag is in the air. And the 101st Indianapolis 500 is won by Takuma Sato.
Next comes the ceremonial sip of milk and salute to the fans.
Strap in. Hold on tight. It's Indycar in Texas.
Charlie Kimball with a big jump there. Gets out to an early lead. Scott Dixon looking high around.
Run for the lead. Newgarden on the high side. Vautier on the low side, battling for the lead at Texas Motor Speedway, and they stay lined up together at the line.
The high line now, Townsend has grooved in, and it's only going to get better the cooler it gets, and as the sun sets and it gets dark and the lights come on. I'm wondering if this is a setup issue that we might see later in the race with the Penske cars like we saw at Phoenix a couple years ago.
Look at this guy, Scott Dixon. It's time to go.
As he starts to make a move on Will Power, Hinchcliffe now coming up around the outside. He was a lap down earlier, the first guy to go 3 wide, and it doesn't work yet.
But Hinchcliffe backed out in the drivers' meeting today. The drivers were warned and reminded as they nearly come together.
there it goes.
Oh, no. That's the big one. That's the big one.
Big crash.
Oh boy. Hildebrand, Jones.
He did not trim out. He said, we don't need to trim our car out, speaking of Will Power, because we'll be out front. He didn't count on losing the lead on pit road, so he desperately wants to keep on a hold of that lead because of where they are downforce.
In line with you outside, middle green.
Racing like it's the last. Oh! That's a little bit too high on that line, Joe.
Joseph Newgarden. 3 wide and 3 and 4. I'm not sure you needed to do that then. Texas. Nope, no surprise. They're up front, duking it out for the win.
Dixon leads that lap. We have 16 laps to go. So now they're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. So we've got a side-by-side racing. Will Power protecting the bottom and making Scott Dixon go the long.
Right behind him, Sato in the second blue car. Kanan is the third blue car running in fourth. Sato coming to the bottom side of Scott Dixon, and they turn. Dixon goes around. Sato goes around. Power is in front.
Or your winner here in Texas.
Ready to roll from Road America IndyCar 2017. It's Penske on Penske at the start into turn 1. Castroneves leading Joseph Newgarden, who's gotten up to second, and Graham Rahal has picked up a position.
Just like I thought, Simon Pagenaud struggling on the harder tire. He defends up the inside.
It up and just use the straightaway here.
Remember, Rossi's on a 4-stop strategy. He cannot afford to lose time. He has to click off quick laps. He needs to make this position if that strategy is going to work.
Push to pass for both cars. He'll have hot tires and outbrake Will Power easily.
I don't know. Power looks like he might go for it, Paul.
He's going to get pushed off here if there's not contact first. He pushes him right off the edge of the road. You see the tires get laid down rubber on the exit.
Back up the hill, through the gears. It's Penske Ganassi. Penske Ganassi at the front. And a good run for Scott Dixon. The blue car pops to the outside, trying to go around the outside of Joseph Newgarden. Side by side, coming into turn number 1. Newgarden won't give it up, but Dixon is going to grab the spot and takes the lead.
I told you in the break, you give Dixon a sniff at the lead, and he's going to go for it like an assassin. And now he has taken the lead away from the Penske. Oh, we got damage with Hinchcliffe.
And Power got into it.
Get wide.
You're certainly not going to make it without front wing.
And listen to the thunder to celebrate the win for Scott Dixon. Newgarden, Castroneves, Pagenaud.
Good start, Newgarden. Look at him on the inside. 3 wide. Newgarden locks up. Can he keep it intact? He does, but here comes Rossi. The pole man retakes the lead.
Look at the field spread out. No track limits. You can go anywhere you want as long as you can hang on to it. Rossi has the point through the S's. I thought Newgarden made a brilliant move. He just couldn't hang on to the exit.
Sutton up front. All the Penskes look like they're going to blacks. And a lightning quick stop for Helio Castroneves. Beats out a charging Alexander Rossi. Castroneves maintains the lead.
15 to 20 laps.
Rahal working on Joseph Newgarden.
And there's the downforce and the drag that Paul's been talking about. Look at Rahal just motoring by, no problem on Newgarden.
And the 25-year-old American gets his first road course win. Rossi wins at the Glen. The 17th and final race in the Verizon Indycar Series. It's championship day. It's time to bring the action. Newgarden to the front. Nice clean start. Up to turn 2, this is a signature corner, there's trouble. There was a slight lock up there. Alexander Rossi got close to Scott Dixon.
Contact nose to tail in the back, but the story's up front. Castroneves challenging Pagenaud side by side. Castroneves wants this one.
Pagenaud comes back down the inside. Dixon looking for a win. Whoa, it's all sideways. Connor Ray, dirt everywhere. The guy's at the wall.
Connor Daly with a forceful move on the inside. Up to turn 7, there's a little bit of contact there. Almost was able to complete it.
I think a brilliant move from Castroneves. He left it 2 to go.
We're almost there.
Still saving fuel town. You hear backing off the throttle, coasting into the corners, saving his brakes, not using the rear tires too hard.
Joseph Newgarden is the 2017 Verizon IndyCar Series champion.
Great team.
Great job, team. Awesome work. Awesome stuff. Thank you, guys.